If it was just about talent, recruiting would be easy. But I wouldn't be at your game if you weren't talented enough to play for us. Now, let's put that aside as if that doesn't matter. And now all the other things that come into play are what make you want to recruit that kid or make you not want to recruit that kid. For me, are they unselfish? Are they a great teammate? Do they understand that it's not about them all the time? Can they pass the ball? Because you're going to be playing with a lot of really good players and you meet their parents and like, what are we dealing with here, you know? So the talent part just gets me in the door or in the gym to see them play, but it's all the other things that make you want to bring them here.
Who is the greatest alive? Simply the answer is I.
Being here has changed my perspective, having experienced, coming up short in those championship moments. We're really looking at the human being and the pedigree and the family and the confidence and the personality of the player. Like, when they get out into March at UConn, into a first round tournament game or whatever, a Big East semi or a Big East championship game at MSG, like, is this person gonna be able to thrive in the moment? Like, do they have that makeup and swagger? Are they gonna believe in the moment that they're supposed to go and now do their thing at UConn? Or am I gonna have to talk them into it? Talking them into it at the moment, that's a tough one.
No.
Yeah.
And the danger that we run into is every kid that walks in the building and looks around, that's what they've always wanted. But then they're in the middle of it, and now they got to perform to that level, and some kids crumble, and other kids just, they step up and they're even better than you thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
And you never know that when you're recruiting them. You hope this kid is as good as you think they are.
Yeah.
And sometimes they are, sometimes they're even better, and God forbid, there have been a lot of times when, no, they ain't as good as we want them to be.
Oh yeah, and I'm going offense. I'm recruiting offense.
Oh yeah.
I've made that mistake.
Yeah.
I will not make it. I'm recruiting offensive players that are tough, that will be willing to defend for you, but I'm no longer going off defensive, hard playing guys that we're gonna have to try to teach them to play great offense. I think that's
no, that's an impossible teach. I've tried it. If you got enough guys that are going to score 1,000 points, you're going to win a lot of games. I don't care how good they are defensively.
Our culture is just relentless. We really live that. That's not like a band on our wrist or some crap we have on the wall. I mean, we're pushing it hard. We're getting after it. The standards of how hard we're going to play, how competitive we're going to be, how we're going to play for each other on the court and be about winning. And we're kind of managing players whose ultimate goal is to get to the NBA. And then you have the UConn agenda, which is to win championships. So we got to kind of find that kind of midpoint where the players are being developed to be able to enhance their career, but our pursuit of championships isn't being compromised. It's taken us a while to get to where we are. I think we've got one of the best cultures in basketball.
Getting players to understand that you're 18 years old, you came here because there's something that we have that you want. There's something that we can do for you that you can't do for yourself. So now that you're here and you have an opportunity to get what you want and for us to give you what you need, why are you fighting us on it? It's why you came here. So if you came here for that reason, then we're going to coach you for that reason. If you say, well, I want to be an NBA player coach, or I want to be a WNBA player coach. Okay, well, I've had a bunch of those. Here's the way you do it. Now, can I do it a different way? No, you can't do it a different way. If there was a different way, we would do it a different way. So getting them to understand there's only one way to get from where they are to where they want to go, and they have to trust us and they have to believe in it. And that, again, is part of the environment, part of the culture that you're talking about. They want to act like pros sometimes when they're only college kids. And again, that's part of the world that they're growing up in. even to a point where I've had WNBA and NBA coaches tell me that when they have a kid come in at a pre-draft workout, just the way they pass the ball to the next guy in a passing and shooting drill, they know what kind of school they went to. Just watching them pass the ball. Even before the kid did anything, right away, when they go, oh man, we got our hands full with this guy, or this guy's serious, this guy's for real. Everything has to represent winning. I think it's more than just one player. I think it's the way the team is assembled, the way the practices are organized, and the way they're run, and how the coaching staff is holding themselves and each other accountable for someone getting better. I remember when you guys scrimmaged UVA, and I think Klingon was a freshman, and I asked you or Luke, I said, how was the big guy? You go, we played him 5 minutes. We couldn't keep him on the floor. We just couldn't stay on the floor. And 2 years later, the guy's a lottery pick. So that doesn't happen by accident, right? So, you know, I watch all their games, and I'm always amazed by the growth in their players, and that every year there's something different about each kid. That's when you know you've got it right. That now, no matter who you recruit, no matter who's on your team, no matter, I get the impression anyway, no matter who's on your team, no matter what guy you bring in, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt that whatever that guy is now, that's not who they're going to be in 2 years. And I think that's the sign of, you know, when you talk about program building, that's, to me, that's what that is.
Who is the greatest alive? Simply the answer is I.